503, 503. Oh, it's a very posh hotel. Oh, here we are. Right. Oh, very nice. Let's see if we got. Oh, look at this! Oh my god! So we're in the main square of Wroclaw. I hope I pronounced it right. It's very cold today. Oh, but it's, wow, what a beautiful city. With gnome hunting. And you get a map. Now, this is the map. And on the map, it shows you all different gnomes and the areas they're in. I can see, and there's one here that we found. Cute little man, isn't he? They're located all around Wroclaw, and apparently there's over 900 to date. And this map will locate you the main ones, not all of them, and it gives you some sort of fun adventure while you're here. You know, it's not just a walk around. It's a nice little treasure hunt. But yeah, it's quite a big square as well. So on par from Krakow, it's got to be at least the second biggest square here. I've not seen a square this big, and they're all coloured. Look at the colours of the buildings. Absolutely stunning looking buildings. Like I say, not old, but redone to a high standard. But absolutely stunning. A very quiet day because it's a run up to Easter, but very pleasant. It's not a main touristy spot at the moment, but apparently it's getting there. Tourist information have been wandering around trying to get information across to people. So far so good. I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm going to go and find some food to eat. So catch you later. Yum yum currywurst. You can get it in Poland. So I've just seen something. Yeah. Look at this. £10 zloty. £10 zloty? £2 just for a litre of beer. It's going to be a long week. heading over this way, and if you look behind me here, well, this market apparently is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, so it never closes. It's unusual because I've never seen anything like that before. So yeah, let's just head over nearer this market, see what's happening. Loads of bars, vodka. It says warmed up any more than normal, being 12 o'clock, but it is April. These buildings are so beautiful. Polish soldiers come from nowhere, and some people in red. Don't know who they are. Yeah, so down here is a museum and history to World War II. If I just flip this over, there you go, so you can see a fascinating history of the Second World War, presented in perfectly preserved original underground shelter. As you can see, there's lots of uniforms and memorabilia involved. So the war memorial standing next to me, which I'll show you in a minute, is dedicated to the people that lost their lives during 1940. In the spring of 1940, on Stalin's orders, 22,000 Polish army officers, policemen and other prisoners of war detained at Kozliesk, Ostrakov and Strobliesk camps were shot in the back of the head. In Katelin, Midyoni, Krakow and other places in the Soviet Union. I'm not sure if I said them right, but I apologise. And other places in the Soviet Union. In memory of these victims, this monument was funded by their compatriots, led by the Lower Silesian family at Katelin, Wroclaw, 1999. So here's the memorial. Very emotional memorial. Right, we're a bit later on in the day and it's getting a bit colder. So we've been looking around one of the many islands that are situated in Wroclaw, not far from our hotel, and we considered twin spires of one church, but we found about 3, and this one is truly amazing. I'm going to show you just how tall this church is. So here we go. So I've just been to a restaurant, feeling a bit hungry, and we thought we'd try a restaurant called Pod Fredra. Actually wasn't too bad for price. Well, I had a pork knuckle on a bed of sauerkraut and Polish dumplings, fried Polish dumplings with mustard, which you have to pay extra for, which is about 6 zloty. So that main course come to 80 zloty, and the other half, she had potato pancakes with beef casserole, and she had a latte with that, and I had a beer, which was quite posh because it was in like a ceramic mug, and the total cost was 297 zloty, which works out about 50 to 52 pounds, which wasn't bad because the pictures I'm showing you is quite a classy restaurant, so it wasn't too bad for the price. All in all, very tasty, very good. Sometimes it's good to have a wander around and explore, and we've been walking for about 10-20 minutes exploring, and I come across something I didn't know. Take a look at this. Yep, a castle. Where did a castle come from? I'm not sure if I knew it was here. So we're heading that way to have a look to see what it's all about and what actually the building is. So let's go. What I can make out, it's the Wroclaw Academy Polytechnic, so some kind of studenty place, which is very posh for students. But yeah, very interesting and very big, very different. So yeah, so we'll keep walking around, see what's cracking off around here. And the back of the building looks a bit older, not as glamorous. So my other thoughts is this is a prison. And the reason is it's got watchtowers, and they've still got watchtowers, and they're highly protected. And there's cameras everywhere, but I can see in front of me on a watchtower, and everything's all closed off, so I don't know what it is. It looks very interesting. Well, I finally figured it out what the building is behind me, this castle looking building. It is actually the courthouse, and with a small prison. I had to Google it to find out what it is. My Polish is not very good. Even tried Google Translate, that didn't give me a lot, but in the end I did find it, so yes, that's what it is. Courthouse. We can move on to the next one. See you there. As you know, Wroclaw is famous for its gnomes, and we've just gone and had a look at the Music Academy, which I'll be showing you, and coolest gnomes we've ever seen around here, and it's a whole orchestra of gnomes. Take a look at this. standing in the apparently the old market square where there's a shrine to the butchers of Poland. I'm standing underneath the gates, as you can see, and here are the shops. And now in their place, instead of butchers, there's souvenir shops, as you can see. Souvenir shops behind me. It's quite pretty. A little street in the middle of nowhere. Didn't realise it was here. But yeah, pretty cool. looking for areas tonight to go and drink. Obviously seems quite cheap enough. Looking around, this works out around about 15 to 35 zloty, all depending on what drink you have. I can see cocktail bars, whiskey bar back there, Hard Rock Cafe, plenty of souvenir shops, but very, very quiet. So we found the vodka bar. Time for some vodka tasting, and here it is. Wish me luck. So far in Wroclaw, it's a lot of Scandinavian visitors. Not many English here at all. We bumped into probably 3 or 4 couples at it. Tonight, which is a Wednesday night, there's a lot of youngsters about, and in previous nights there wasn't many about at all. It's a very quiet town considering, but overall a vibrant, very young culture around the old town as well as the new areas. But yeah, I recommend it to anybody because you've got a mix of both. You've got a mix of the old and the new, and all the shops and bars and restaurants are all mixed in with each other and each area. So yeah, so I recommend it to anybody. Absolutely buzzing place. So good morning everyone from Witty's Travel Hops. Right, we're heading to an area of Wroclaw where we've not been yet since we've been here 3 days. It took us 20 minutes to get out of the hotel because of all the Dutch students that are in the hotel, about 200 of them. So it took us about 20 minutes to get out of there. So anyway, we're going to the zoo. Into the zoo. In that area there's also the Japanese garden and the multimedia waterfall, and what else is there? Yes, so there's also botanical gardens all in that area, and we've not explored that area yet, so we're going to head off over that way. It's about 3.2 kilometers away, about 40 minutes walk alongside the river, so it shouldn't take us too long. It's a nice fresh morning. It's 0 degrees, but a very clear sunny day. Still wrapped up though, can still feel a bit of a cold breeze on my face. But yeah, another area to explore, and we'll let you know how we get on from there. So this is a memorial for the heroes of 1956 Hungarian uprising on the 50th anniversary citizens of Wroclaw, November 2006. And as you can see, there's a little ripped emblem of the Hungarian flag. And we made it to the zoo. Oh, didn't seem like 40 minutes, but my feet feel like it. Welcome to the zoo. Well, we're inside the zoo. Right, so standard ticket price is 70 zloty each. So that's 140 zloty for the two of you. There's a family billet, but I'll have a look on the way out to see how much that was. It's quite a simple process. It's just easy. You get your little ticket, QR code, scan it through the turnstiles, and then you're in. Happy days. And the first thing we see is camels. So I'm just having a sit down, waiting for zapiekanka, which is like a pizza based snack, which I'm dying for because I've not eaten today so far, and it's dinner time. Overall experience of the zoo, well, it's very early in the season, so a lot of the food places are shut and being prepared for opening, so it is beginning of spring, and it's also Easter weekend coming up, so maybe they're getting ready for the Easter celebrations. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. There's a lot of compounds that are empty and they should have animals in them, but maybe it's like I say, it's too early in the season yet, or they're inside hiding. But either way, yeah, it's a good little day out, you know. It's especially on a nice day like this, because it's sunny but only 8 degrees, but it's sunny, so it's nice, warm on the face but cold on the body. But yeah, overall 40-minute walk from the city centre, Wroclaw, or you can just take a tram. Me, I want to get the steps in, so we walked it, but my feet are hurting. But yeah, it's everything like that is all in close vicinity. We've got the Japanese garden as well to visit, and that's not far from here either. A nice break from being around the city every day, because it was a bit heavy last night in the vodka bar. So woke up with a little bit of a hangover this morning and a mark down my jumper, my coat. So try not to be as bad tonight. Anyway, speak to you soon. So we're in front of it, and it actually says on the sign there, train to heaven, and there we have it. Not on the best day for weather, but yeah, certainly worth walking out. It takes about half an hour from 40 minutes from the centre, but yeah, certainly worth having a look. So we're heading back to the UK tomorrow, and I have one piece of the puzzle missing, a lamp lighter. Now apparently he lights these at dusk. It seems pretty, because of the weather, it took a turn for the worse, it seems pretty dusk now. So hopefully he'll turn up very soon. 103 lamps in this area, dating back to the 19th century. An old tradition. It used to be all over the city, now it's just confined to this one area. Well, it seems to be a breathtaking experience to watch, even though it's one man in a dark cloak. But it seems one of the best points to come and see. So today is our last chance, or tonight is our last chance to come and see him, to see if he lights the lamps as usual. But I'm not so sure, because it's Good Friday, Easter weekend. I don't know if it's any different. There's a lot of people going into church today. You can see behind me, big church, big church. So we're hanging around here because most of the lamps are situated within this area, and we can't miss him. So I'll let you know, obviously, when we get to see him. Well, he's arrived. After 40 minutes of waiting, he's actually arrived. Wow. So a 4-day trip has come to an end, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning, and gotta say, it's been great. It's been good, apart from the weather. It's actually been better than we thought it was going to be, wasn't it? So yeah, all in all, good. Didn't spend too much money, and seeing everything that we needed to see, including 200 names. 204 names. I've also been corrected. So yeah, so thank you for following my journey, and on to the next one, which is not long to wait for. So see you there.